Good. Come on up.
All right.
CharLee Simons live. This is the do-over, take two. CharLee Simons live from the Take Our California Back event happening in Stockton, California at the Harvest Bible Church. There were several candidates running for office, and I always say nothing changes until good people run for office.
I agree with you.
And one thing about people are complaining that, we have so many people running for governor. Well, you know what? Why in the world would that be a problem? We have a strong bench. Look at the other side. Who do they got?
That's true.
Katie Porter, Eric Swalwell. Come on. Jeez. Are they going to clone Gavin Newsom? What are they going to do?
Well, let's hope not.
Let's
hope not for that. No, we had good candidates tonight. I mean, everybody clearly shared, and they did actually great answers. So that was a good thing. It was a good forum. Well, I was too.
And it's a great venue, too. The Harvest Bible Church is at 1088 Highway 99. That's the actual address. It's not actually on the freeway because that'd be a little weird.
It's actually 100. It's actually 10,088.
10,088.
Yeah, so
it's not 100?
It is 100. You only used 10, so it's 10088. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Anyway, this is Pastor Mark Butler, and this is a political event you're hosting at your church. Aren't you afraid of getting in trouble or making people angry?
No. Not at all. I don't, we're not endorsing in any one individual candidate. We're letting everybody share their things. And I think the church has to be involved. I don't really believe in the separation from church and state.
There is no such thing in the Constitution.
That's exactly right. I agree with you 100% on that. And so we want to make it available, and we do. And I'm not, I'm not afraid of that because I don't feel like we're doing anything wrong.
I don't either. Okay. But there's a whole lot of up in the area where I live, further north from here. Folks at the Central Committee, the county where I am, we were trying to set up just to get people registered to vote at high school and college campuses. Got all kinds of pushback from that, as you can imagine. No surprise. What surprised me were the churches.
Yeah.
Churches were all saying no. And the churches that did say yes, we had people, Christians, coming up to us screaming at us about separation of church and state, and I'm going to complain to the pastor, and I'm going to make sure this never happens again. You're not welcome here.
Well, we saw that in 2020. We saw that, how it came down and all the churches that crumbled in that. And I think that's one of the biggest problems that we have, is that people don't want to step up. They don't want to be a part of their community. They don't want to face issues that we need to do. And we realize that we're getting all of these different folks in office that are not helping us, not doing. I mean, I was born and raised in California, so I want this state to come back.
So do I. I'm a California kid as well. But the left owns the media, absolutely owns it.
Exactly.
Fortunately, the media is crumbling so dramatically. And guys like me, alternative media, are just coming in strong and showing a different take and a different voice. And they're freaking about it, that's for sure. And they're coming out in droves. And I believe it's only going to get worse. Have you had, for example, there's one church up in my area where that pastor stayed open during the COVID shutdown. Yeah. Opened up again, said, no, we're not closing our church. Antifa showed up. Media showed up. They were trying to villainize them. They're trying to kill people, spreading COVID and all that. Have you experienced that?
Well, we didn't close either. We did not close down in 2020. That was one of the biggest things that we didn't do. And thank God in our county, we had a great sheriff and great deputies. And even though we got called every Sunday saying, hey, we got complaints, but we're not going to shut you down. And so during that whole time, we were blessed in that. And, I didn't understand the whole process of why other churches got this way and what was taking place. And, opposition comes when people don't understand something and they don't realize the magnitude. And we know on the other side with the left and with Democrats and all that, Antifa and all that, they're all getting paid to do all that, to come against us. But the good thing about now is just, you're talking about social media. That's where this younger generation, that's where they go to. They're not on TV. They don't really care.
Yeah, but guys like me are being shut down there.
Yeah, they are being shut down.
I got deplatformed off Facebook and Instagram. All my pages deleted. I can't even get back on there again. It's really hurt. So we're taking the hit on the conservative media side very badly in social media right now. I'm not the only one.
No, there's a lot. I mean, we've endeavored to do things. We've only been shut down once from the internet for Facebook, and or YouTube said, hey, you're too political. But that was only one time. We only had only one time that it was done. And we continue to have a community action team in our church. We have, and obviously I'm not afraid, because I think we need to get it out. I think my people need to know what's going on. And if we don't know who the candidates are, if we don't know what the issues are, then how are we going to help them?
I wish more pastors felt the way you do. And I wish more pastors had your kind of guts. I'm serious. I'm really serious. They're not taking their role seriously, as far as I'm concerned, as leaders of the church. The Black Robe Regiment.
Yes, exactly.
During the revolutionary times and the independence of the United States of America from England, it was the pastors who were telling the congregation, here's what's going on, here's what's happening, here's how we can get involved.
Well,
they're not doing it now.
I agree with you with all that. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you that, and we need to do that. And I agree with, that's what I would be. I mean, if I was going to do that, I would, take off my collar, grab my gun, and I would be the one going out with it. And my congregation knows that. And I just, I feel like we need that. That's why we have what we're doing here. It's why we want to do, because if we don't have a voice, and the church has so many people coming, they need to be able to speak forth. And yes, our first and foremost is getting people and winning people to Jesus and sharing the gospel. But I think we got to share truth, and getting the truth out.
I'm going to ask you a real controversial question. If you decide not to talk about it, that's fine too. But see it, Taz, Freedom Rider 1776. I love those words. The distressing thing too. One thing Jesus warned us this was going to happen, that in the end times, people will gather unto themselves men who will tickle their ears and tell them what they want to hear. He doesn't say they'll infiltrate. He says we will gather unto ourselves those kind of pastors. Well, how much of that do you think is prevalent in the pastoral community? How many are there just to say the right things and not really? I mean, they don't even. Some things that I've seen suggest that pastors don't even believe that Jesus is the Son of God.
Well, we see that in a lot of ways, in a lot of areas, but I think it's the difference between a pastor and a hireling, somebody who's doing it as a job. Because if you're a God-called pastor, it's not something that you do as being hired; it's a calling that you have. And if you're looking and you're afraid of the people, then what happens is it's a job, because you're saying, oh, I got to do this. I've got to appease my board, or I've got to appease the biggest giver in my church. And you're looking at it as an avenue of, well, I don't want to make anybody mad, which means you're not going to tell the truth. It means you're not going to. And here's the thing. If we don't tell the truth concerning sin, and if we don't tell the truth concerning what's right and what's wrong, then it causes great problems.
Well, they're not only not calling out sin, they're encouraging homosexuality and the pastoral staff and so on and so forth, doing a pride flag in front of the church.
Well, that's true. And whereas they want to take the Bible and twist it and turn it, and they want to do it in the auspices of love. Oh, we got to love everybody. We got to love everybody. The problem is they don't understand. To love everybody is to tell the truth. And if you tell everybody the truth, then you understand sin has a cost. And the wages of sin is death. And the Bible tells us what's right and what's wrong. And when you don't want to go with what the Word of God says, that's what causes the problems of what takes place. And that's why there needs to be those that will rise up with righteousness. They'll rise up and begin to speak truth. And it's a shame. I've been doing this. I've been in ministry and in the pastoral ministry for 46 years. So I've done this my entire life. And I've pastored in Pennsylvania and California, and being in those two states. And desiring, the Lord's been very good and desiring to help people. So, but, it is that we see those things, and it's a shame that we have it. I mean, and that's the challenge that it makes it for all of us. It makes it difficult because then everybody lumps us all in the same kind of thing. So,
having served in Pennsylvania, let me ask you this. That's Amish country, and in many ways, the Amish seem to have gotten it right all along.
They've done a really good thing. I pastored in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the inner city.
Wow.
And,
you were. Ooh,
I was in the inner
the
city.
city of unbrotherly love.
Yes, it's not that. Well, that's where Philadelphia is. They're not.
That's right.
So Philadelphia, but Pittsburgh. But and of course, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for most people don't know, Pennsylvania is a commonwealth. So the good thing about that, if we understand the laws, the church is the highest law in the whole state, and it still is because of William Penn. And so most people don't understand that. Now, the Catholic Church is usually the only one that was getting that right. But when you understand the laws, you can actually say, no, the church is. So we had a lot of opportunities. And being in the inner city, people threw up their hands and they didn't care what we did. So we actually had a lot of blessings there. And that church is still going today. So
You didn't become a Steelers fan, did you?
Yeah, I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh!
Sorry about that. I am.
Oh,
But I'm also a
thank you,
49ers
Pastor
fan.
Mark Butler. We got to go.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I really appreciate you very
Thank you.
much.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
letting us do this here.
Oh, you're welcome.
What a good man.
We
Appreciate
have it here, and of course, like I said, they meet once a month here, so it's all good.
Yep.
It's a blessing.
California Republican Assembly meets here too. That's right. That's Harvest Bible Church, and they're in Stockton. Look them up. If you're in this area, I think this is a pretty good place for you to hang out. Come on up, David. Come on around. Yeah, I got Spike here. I had to bring Spike in. It was getting a little too cold out there. Hello, baby boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Spike. Good boys. I've never done an interview actually holding Spike like this. But he keeps pawing at me wanting to come up here. So why don't you move to your left a little bit? I'll get Spike out of your way. Here, Spike. You stay. You good.
Craig,
Thank you for your patience. Come on up. Come on up, brother. I met David Collenberg down in San Diego. He drove all the way down there from up in Siskiyou County, north of Redding, right close to the Oregon border. And I had already heard about him and had talked to him, but I didn't really get to hang out with him much until I met him in San Diego. He went all the way down there for that. This is your fourth? Is this the third or fourth event?
Oh no, I'm at
Our
like
California
7 or 8.
Oh, is it?
It
Yeah.
seems like I don't know.
Are you going to the one in Bakersfield? Is that next week?
I don't know. So
Or 2 weeks?
I wanted to have this interview with you because
He's running for governor, by the way. Collenberg,
26.com.
Collenberg, COLLENBERG 26.com. All right. What do you got?
So I started my campaign in November of 2024, and
That far back.
it's that far back.
Wow.
It's way before anybody else.
Yeah.
And we've been giving it one hell of a fight.
Yeah.
And it's been really good. It's been an amazing experience.
I don't think I want to hear what you're about to say. I'm getting a bad feeling.
And I have a lot of people to thank, especially Rex, especially you, and especially Kim, because in, I think, June of 25 is when we connected. And prior to that, I had nothing. I had nobody that I was even talking to or anything. And you guys reached out and we did shows and we just been connecting, becoming good friends.
Your social media, by the way, presence has exploded.
Yes. So
A lot of people are getting your message and
yeah,
like it.
so it's been really good, but we're in a situation where we have top 2 candidates that are making a lot of noise and doing very well. And
Because they have the California GOP behind them.
absolutely. And we have till March 6th. And after that, it's either you're in or you're out.
Fish or cut bait.
Yeah. And so currently, I don't believe the top 2 are going to get out of the race. I think they're going to go to the primaries. So with that leaves any of the smaller candidates, I believe, no opportunity for a chance. So I am going to suspend my campaign for governor. I want to thank Rex. I want to thank you. I want to thank my 160,000 followers on Facebook. I want to thank Kim. I want to thank David Serpa. He's been amazing.
Yeah.
And
he's running for treasurer now.
he's
He
running for
announced.
treasurer,
He
so
stepped down
please
in the
follow
governor's
him.
race. He's running for treasurer. Yeah, David Serpa, SERPA.
But the good news is I'm not done. So I am going to drop out of the governor race and I'm going to run for lieutenant governor.
Dude, that's fantastic. That's an extraordinary idea.
So that is my plan. So I'm not going nowhere. I think it's
And
probably
here's the deal: even if Steve Hilton and Sheriff Bianco um, keep running for governor and they win and everything, this is a separate election. Lieutenant governor is a completely separate election. They don't run as teams.
correct.
So you got a great chance, buddy.
Correct. Yes.
You got
So
a great chance.
and I think that with the situation because of Hilton and Bianco and their following, the vote, we need to not split the vote so deep that we don't win something. And so I think that with the current situation, I think that's the best idea. I think that will put me in a better position. I think that the followers that the top two candidates have, a lot of them like me, but I don't have the name recognition they have to become governor. But I think that I can follow right behind them. And once they take me out of the governor race and put me in the lieutenant governor race, I will gain a lot more momentum. So I think that's the best, smartest thing to do.
That takes a lot of guts and courage right there, because he's put so much, as you just heard, so much work and time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears. Plus, he's a successful farmer, runs not only his own farm but also his own store that sells what he sells. And I know how much work it is. Growing up working on ranches, I know how many hours every day you have to do that. I always thought, geez, David, how do you do it? Running for lieutenant governor is basically an open field. There's only one other conservative candidate that I know of, and that's Evie Lynch, who's running for lieutenant governor.
Also Gloria Romero.
Thank you. Forgot about her. That's right. Good point.
Yeah. There's some other candidates too, but I don't think they're really making any noise. They're not even campaigning, so I think they're just listed. So, but I think that's the smartest call at this point. So, I think that's what I'm going to pursue.
I think it's a hard choice.
It is,
and God, you put so much into this. You put so much into this.
But if I do that and I'm successful, 4 years.
Exactly. Exactly right.
Yeah. So I think if I go for lieutenant governor, David Serpa for treasurer.
We need a good secretary of state.
Yep. So
we need a good attorney general.
Yep. Absolutely.
We got some people stepping
up.
Other
people that are running for governor.
One running for AG is I think Michael Gates. Say it again.
Michael Gates. I think other people that are running for governor that may not have as much momentum too should look at other options of let's fill this, let's make it happen, let's flip it the way we need to, and that's what I'm going to do. So
awesome, man, awesome. Well, I admire you. Thank you for thank you for making your announcement.
I'm glad that I got to do it with you because you were the first person I ever did an interview with or a podcast or anything. Yeah. So I was trying to figure out my best way to do it, and I seen you tonight. I'm like, I have to do it with CharLee. So
I appreciate you so much. So the website still applies.
The website still applies. Everything still applies. I'm just going to change a few things. So yep.
Including filing new paperwork, don't you?
I can amend it. Yeah. So
you can.
Yeah, I can amend it. So I've already.
I have no idea how it works. I've never run for office.
So I technically haven't filed to run for governor, the actual paperwork. I've been waiting because I didn't want to file and then back out and whatever. So I'm going to just move my notice of intent and my campaign finance to.
David needs money. How much does it cost just to register or just to sign up to run for governor? What's it cost?
For governor, it's about $5,000. For lieutenant, it's about $3,000.
Okay, so he could use some help. He could use volunteers, make phone calls, get the vote out, and donate. Buy him a cup of coffee, buy him a tank of gas, and he's got big tractors, so buy him a big tank of diesel.
I don't know about that, but
anything you can do. And one more time, it's Collinberg26.
Collinberg26.com. Yes. And I will update my sites as soon as things are official. So, yeah.
That's awesome, brother.
You were about to cry. I was nervous.
Not cry, but I've been in this battle with you now for a little bit, and And I know what you've put into it.
Yeah.
I know how hard it's been, especially with your family and everything
Absolutely.
else.
My family has been amazing.
Yeah.
That, you know, my kids go with me on these events. I mean, it's you know, I'm very grateful.
Yeah,
So,
man. All right. Colin Bird for Lieutenant Governor. There you go. I'm not supposed to endorse anybody because I got to put everybody on. I keep saying I'm not going to endorse any candidates. But Lieutenant Governor. All right, brother.
we'll tell everybody.
Okay.
And you got to send me the video because
Oh,
I
done.
don't have any content for it.
Done. Okay, we'll do it.
So,
Thanks, brother.
yeah, thank you.
John McBride is running for Congress. I'm going to get him on real quick, too. Talk to you later, buddy. Hey, Big John. Cal will chalk your head clean off. You got to just cut it. You got to just go, buddy, I got to cut, print.
He just told me he's going to give me a max donation. So, hey, no, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, go ahead on. Go ahead on. Calvin Clark from John Birch Society. Yeah, there you go.
I gotta go. So I'll set it up so we can do one.
Okay, please do.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right, talk to you later. This has been an extraordinary event. I admire Kim Yater so very, very much. She's the one that's really spearheading these and putting these things on at great expense. TakeOurCaliforniaBack.com is the website if you want to find out more about what she's doing. You want to get involved, you want to help, volunteer, donate, TakeOurCaliforniaBack.com. All right, John McBride is running for Congress. I did not meet him before. Nice first night I ever got to hear him speak. And this guy's got some good stuff going on. So, oh, that's my dog Spike. Oh, I'm so sorry. Spike got away. I didn't realize. Would you hand me his leash, please? Sorry, my dog. I'll be right back. Hi, buddy boy. Good boy. Come on, boy. Come on. It was too cold to leave him in the truck. It was just too cold. Hello, little
He's got
pal.
a fur coat on.
Come on. He's got a little fur coat. He's a little mutt. He doesn't have long
So I
hair.
grew up in Connecticut,
Is that where you grew up?
and we had a
Come on
Doghouse.
over here a little closer.
doghouse that my dad put a number 10 tin can with 100 light bulb in it
It works.
for our dogs in the
It
winter.
works.
And
I've
if that
done it
light
for
bulb went
chickens.
out-
I've done it for
if
lambs.
that
I've
light
done it
bulb
for.
went out.
It works.
Yeah.
Especially the red heat lamps with a lot more power there. This is John McBride. I had never even heard of him until today. I was at the Farm Bureau, San Joaquin County Farm Bureau, for the press conference, and that was my first time experiencing John. And I liked what you were saying very, very much. And then tonight at the little debate forum thing, you did an extraordinary job.
Thank you.
This has always been about governor. Who's running for governor? Conservatives running for governor, but Kim has opened it up to other folks running for office.
Right.
And you are running for what?
I am running for Congress in California's 9th congressional district.
Which is where?
Lodi, parts of Lodi. Prop 50's really kind of divided it up.
Dude, what are we going to do about
Parts
Prop
of
50?
Stockton, parts of Manteca, Tracy Mountain House, and then it goes over to Oakley, Pittsburgh, and Antioch in Contra Costa County.
Okay.
So it's kind of a spread out
Yeah.
district. Yes.
Have you ever run for anything before?
I ran 2 years ago, and several people that I respect spiritually told me I was running in 24 to get my name out for 26. So as soon as it was official that Kevin Lincoln lost the 9th district, I entered my name to run again right away. And very interesting, I just share this story. So I entered in December, and Jim Shoemaker, who you heard tonight, he entered the congressional race in the spring.
You're running for Congress as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he entered the same race in the spring. And then in the
This is one
summer,
against you.
and then in the summer, Kevin Lincoln entered that same race. Prop 50 came along, and God parted the waters.
Screwed everything.
Jim Shoemaker, who's a really good campaigner, went to the Assembly District. Kevin Lincoln, who's a really good fundraiser, went to the 13th Congressional District. So God parted the waters for me. And I honestly believe God can part the waters for me against Josh Harder a Democrat with a 0% score on the Freedom
Son of a
Index.
gun. Josh Harder. I did not realize.
Vote smarter, not harder.
Yeah, he's a train wreck.
Yes.
What town do you live in?
I live in Lodi.
Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. Tokay or Lodi High?
It would be Tokay. My wife went to Tokay.
Okay, attaboy. Atta-girl. Attaboy. I was Tokay High. So have you always lived there? You grown
No.
up there?
I was born and raised in Connecticut.
Oh, you said that.
My my ancestors founded Hartford, founded New Haven, founded my hometown of Wallingford. One of my ancestors was a signer of the Declaration of Independence, Lyman Hall. I went to Lyman Hall High School. And
That's pretty cool. Did you brag about that to either of the kids, or
so
did
at
they
the
beat you up
time,
for it?
It wasn't,
Oh, you
a little
think you're
bit
better than me?
So, what's interesting though is I had the U.S. Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Gettysburg Address on my bedroom wall, and that's how I was raised. And it was made clear that my ancestry was a big part of the founding of this nation. And so
You got some great parents.
Yeah. So
You got some great parents.
and so my
Are they
ancestors
still out there? Are they
no,
still
my,
around?
my both of them died. They died 2 weeks apart in 2021. And yes, my mom died from the vax. My dad died of a broken heart 2 weeks later. So
You think your mom really died from
no,
that
I know she did.
horrible
She got the vax on a
bioweapon?
Saturday. By Saturday night, I had a call from my sister. Don't think mom's going to make it through the weekend. And she passed away the next Friday. So, yeah.
Dude,
So I know.
that's hard.
Yeah.
What would you bring? What would you bring to anybody who's going to vote for you for Congress? The bride for Congress.
So, as a strength and conditioning coach, my tag is standing strong for truth and freedom. And those are two things we're seriously lacking is truth. I'm sorry. I've heard Josh Harder speak many times. I've never heard him tell the truth on anything.
No,
And
he's a bad man.
the other side of that is I quote Billy Graham. And Billy Graham said, "One man with courage stiffens the spines of all around him."
I always say courageous is contagious.
Yes.
Basically.
And I think there are people in Congress who are like-minded to me who lack the courage to stand up.
I've seen it. I can name names.
And I'm one, and my wife tells me I should use this story when I campaign. One of our neighbors ran into her a few weeks ago, former neighbors. And one day I was there and I heard the screaming outside our house. And I went running outside and I thought a woman was being raped. It was her dog was being attacked by a pit bull. And I ran out there and saved her dog. So I've been fighting bullies my whole life. I mean, I literally, there's another story my wife says I should tell where I took care of two Dobermans because they were pulled the dog through a fence.
No way.
So, they're dogs, but I do the same thing with people. I'm not afraid to stand up for truth and freedom.
Yeah.
And, our country is so run by special interests, self-interest, NGOs, and that has to end. We're headed rapidly towards a one world government, and the brakes.
That's the plan.
The
I've
brakes
said all
have to be
along.
put
That's
on
why
that.
they're trying to dismantle and destroy California and start by getting rid of the middle class. Because if you can bring down California, you can bring down the United States.
Right.
As California goes, so goes the rest of the nation.
And the meeting with the farm board today really is an indication of they're doing everything they can to destroy the livelihood of farmers.
Yeah.
So if you look on my campaign material, and this has been from the last election, is the livelihood of the American farmer and the integrity of our food supply must be protected. And because, again, as I shared tonight, if we have to get all our food from overseas or we're eating crickets, that's a national defense issue. They can starve us. Another country can starve us.
Sure.
And we got the greatest farmland in the world right
And
here
you
in California.
can't get it back.
No.
Once they leave, these families, at one point, as one of the points was made tonight, there were millions of farmers in the United States of
Yes.
America. Now it's down in the hundreds.
And you have the whole
100,000,
issue
that's it.
with cows,
Oh,
what they do to global warming.
Right.
Cows will graze on lands that you can't plant. You can't plant anything, but what those cows will eat is the grass that we can't eat, and they turn that grass into food.
Mhm.
And so it's a case where, over in Monterey, they closed down 12 dairy/cattle farms over in Monterey
Serious?
because of global warming.
No.
They got sued
How
by
do
an
you
environmental organization
and sued them right out of business.
because they were hindering the natural habitat of the deer. 12 farms.
And that's how they do it. They own the courts.
Yep.
Especially in California.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
So, but and those are things that I post about on my social media. I try to make a post every day, but Sundays. And I'm fortunate that my daughter and one of my sons are very, very gifted graphic design.
Good.
And so my son creates the memes for me. But there are things like judges. There's things like farming. I post every day, about the things that are going on.
And that is where again? On your
All my
media?
social media, my political social media is John McBride CA9. Because again, when I got in, I was never a politician. I was a coach. My whole life, I was a coach. And so I didn't even know it was CD9, California 9th District, right? CA9.
Oh, shoot.
But I didn't know. And
Right.
that's how much of a rookie I was
So
2 years
CA
ago.
for California.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And McBride, of course, capital M, small c, capital B, RIDE.
yeah.
John
John McBride for
McBride.
Congress, and either the FOR or the number.com. John McBride for Congress.com.
Oh, man. Go get them. I got to
Yeah.
follow you. I got to start getting involved in what you're doing.
Well,
And
thank you.
help in any way I
Yeah.
possibly can.
And as was mentioned tonight, and I forgot to say this, the more shares, the more likes, the more comments, the algorithm gets exploding.
Makes a big difference. Same with this show. So if
Yeah.
you could share this now,
Very
you
good.
want to get John out there a little bit more and you like what he's saying, there's a good way to do it is just by sharing the show.
Very
Thank
good.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Honor and a privilege.
Yes, honor for me also. Thank
All right,
you.
buddy.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon. Well, I think Spike and I are going to wrap things up from here. Was there anybody else in there you think who wanted to go on the air? Do you know? Is everybody gone? Everybody's pretty much. Did I get Tammy had to leave. I wanted to though. Hey, yell at Kim Yater if she's right there. Say, hey, Charlie wants you on, please. Is she right there? Or Douglas Frank, Dr. Frank? Oh, okay. That's all right. Well, we'll go ahead and shut down from here then for now from the Harvest Bible Church in Stockton. This is the Take Our California Back event with all the conservative candidates who are running for office. Follow them, help them. Share this show. Follow me. Contact me. Even schedule a slot to be on the show. Book a guest slot through my website, and you can give too if you can. Please pray about it. I could use some help. As a matter of fact, I've been invited to go to a child sex trafficking awareness event in North Carolina in a few weeks, and I got to raise money for that airfare. So if you can help me at CharLeeSimons.com, there's several ways there. And buy some merchandise too. That'd be nice as well. All right, I'll talk to you later. CharLeeSimons.com, CharLeeSimons.com. May God bless you and keep you. Thank you, Spike. You were a good boy tonight. You were a good boy. May God bless America. Most importantly, America, bless God.